The world is moving towards renewable energy to save the planet from destruction by pollution. There are several ways to generate energy from renewable sources, but one of the most common methods and easy to set up is solar panels. Many households are setting up their own panels, but the panels are held back by their inherent limitations. However, scientists have revealed a new type of solar cell that revolutionizes the renewable energy industry known as Perovskite. What is Perovskite, and what makes it far better than standard solar cells? Join us as we bring you all the details about Perovskite solar cells that are finally hitting the market. Depending on where you live, you or your neighbors have solar panels on the roof generating electricity without polluting the air. And as you are watching this video, a large solar farm somewhere is providing electricity to a city. Along with wind, solar, photovoltaic, or PV is the most established of the low-carbon energy technologies, and as it grows in scale, the cost of development are coming down. The total cumulative installed capacity at the end of 2019 amounted to around 627 gigawatts globally. According to the International Energy Agency, solar is on track to set records for new global deployments each year after 2020, with an average of 125 gigawatts of new capacity expected globally between 2021 and 2025. Solar PV generation increased 22% in 2019 and represented the second largest absolute generation growth of all renewable technologies, slightly behind wind and ahead of hydropower. Globally, China is a top solar energy consumer. In 2019, the country had installed 205 gigawatts of solar panels and generated 223.8 terawatt hours of energy from the sun. The largest single solar project at the time was the Huangning Hydropower Hainan Solar Park with 2.2 gigawatt of installed capacity in Qinghai Province. The US had the world's second largest installed solar capacity in 2019, totaling 76 gigawatts and producing 93.1 terawatt hour of electricity. However, over the present decade, U.S. solar installations are forecast to reach around 419 gigawatts as the country accelerates its clean energy efforts while it attempts to decarbonize its power system by 2035. Solar energy has many benefits. The biggest is cost. Solar energy doesn't require any external supply to work, so its maintenance and energy production costs are practically zero. The only cost associated with the use of solar energy is the manufacture and installation of the components. This means there are no additional costs associated with its use, so the installation is recovered quickly. Also, there is no fluctuation in the cost as the main material, the sun, is practically always available. In addition, solar energy results in less energy lost during long-distance transport. Losses during transport and distribution of energy increases with the distance between the production and supply points, and affect the performance of the installation in densely populated areas. On the other hand, with the individual installation of photovoltaic panels on rooftops, the distance are drastically reduced. Increasing the efficiency of the electrical system, the simplicity of the installation means that you can install PV panels almost anywhere, taking advantage of both vertical and horizontal spaces with no specific use. This means the possibility of providing electricity in remote locations where the cost of installing electrical distribution lines is too high or unfeasible. Also, solar energy doesn't generate noise pollution, a great point in urban areas. It also doesn't generate any waste because it doesn't need maintenance and its lifetime is far longer than any other energy producing systems. However, PV panels have drawbacks, limiting their capacity and applications. One of the most important is the cost. The first initial investment of solar panels installation is quite high, and not everybody will be able to afford them. Although you could argue that solar panels are the most affordable they've ever been, the fact is that they do come with a huge price tag also. The size of the system is dependent on your available space. Available space is a big factor in solar panel installation because if your roof is not big enough, for example, you may have to downsize your system or rethink getting solar altogether. Solar panels are still fairly large products, meaning they require a big space to be installed. The size disadvantage means that they cannot be placed in small areas and actually require a large roof. There is also the problem of low energy conversion rate. Even the most advanced solar panels will only convert 20 to 25% of the sun's energy into power, showing how much opportunity there is to develop better technology to optimize the full force of the sun. Now, there's also this disadvantage that solar energy proponents might prefer does not exist. Manufacturing solar panels can harm the environment. Although solar panels produce clean, renewable energy, production of solar panels may result in fossil fuels being burned, plastics, and waste. They are simply not eco-friendly to mass manufacture. However, you can call it the holy grail of energy because it is versatility. The breakthrough material is known as Perovskite. What is Perovskite and how does it work? A solar panel works by allowing photons or particles of light to knock electrons free from atoms, generating a flow of cells. Of course, photovoltaic means that they convert sunlight into energy. Many cells made up of two slices of semiconducting material. Photovoltaic cells are usually made of silicon, the same stuff used in microelectronics. To work, photovoltaic cells need to establish an electric field, much like a magnetic field, which occurs due to opposite poles. An electric field occurs when opposite charges are separated. To get this field, manufacturers dope silicon with other materials, giving each slice of the sandwich a positive or negative electrical charge.